Hey, Midnight Raven here, and today I thought I would do a video with a difference. So, I got this game at Christmas, and it's called Shit Happens. It says to you, to me, to pretty much everyone. Now, it's actually a card game, and it's for 2 players, ages 18 and up. So, this is an adult video. So, if you're watching this and you're a child, please don't watch. So, in here you get a bunch of cards, and the idea is they're all scaled between naught being kind of nothing to worry about, like it says that on a scale of 0 to 100, 10 would be getting shampoo in your eye, so not a bad thing, to total amnesia being 100. And then you play the game, and basically things are rated on badness. So what I thought we would do, I thought we would take a handful of cards and we would see whether we personally thought the situations were as bad as what the game says they are. I thought that could be kind of cool. So we're going to pick a handful of cards and we're going to see if the scale on there is what we think the scale is. And if you feel different to what the cards say, you can comment down below and tell me your opinion on each of these cards, or whether you think they're okay, a bit bad, or the severity of the card is terrible. So we are just going to take a little handful, and I'm just going to take a random card. And the random card could be anything. So anyone easily offended, I wouldn't watch. So this card says your BFF moves away. And this is a 50.5. So with 0 being not too bad and 100 being horrendous, your best friend moves away. I mean, you can live without your best friend. Life would still go on. It's not like you're dying. For me, my best friend moved away years and years ago, and we still talk all the time on Facebook and Twitter. So they may move away, but it's not like you're severing a limb or something. So for me, that wouldn't be too bad. I think it probably could have been lower than that. Let's take another one. Ooh, so this one says, trapped in a cab with a coked out driver, 74. Now that would freak me out. If I knew a driver had been on some kind of drug, that would freak me out. I'm a nervous passenger as it is with a normal person. I hate being in a car. 74, it would probably be higher for me. I don't know about you, but I would be a little bit freaked out. I'd be freaked out if a person had too much to drink, let alone if they were drugged out of their eyeballs behind the wheel of a car. So that for me would have probably been sort of 80, 90. I'd be freaked out. So let's take another one. Some of these can get a little bit weird, so we will try and keep it somewhat, I want to say clean, but it's unlikely. Razor blade in sock, 24. Now, I beg to differ on this one. If I found a razor blade in my sock and that cut my foot, I would scream. I've cut my leg shaving before, and oh my god, the pain of a razor blade. This should be a lot higher. I mean, you put your foot in, it might just touch it, but if you stick your foot right in that sock and pull it right on, and that razor blade goes through your toe, no, I think this should have been higher. I don't know who this was worked out by. I beg to differ on some of these. This should definitely be higher. This game came out in 2016, so this is millennial people. No, that should definitely be higher. So let's get another one. Oh, this is fun. Hope everyone's enjoying this. I might do this again. Okay. Attend 4-hour opera. Misery index 8. No. A 4-hour opera of someone going la 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 la, really loud for 4 hours and shouting. No. For me, I mean, opera's alright, but 4 hours, you'd have to pay me a lot to go see an opera for 4 hours. This number should be higher, a lot higher, maybe 50, 60 on the pain scale. Opera can be really terrible. It can be in another language. It can be really long. They're basically just shouting at you for 4 hours. I mean, I could get that free at home with my kids and my partner. I don't need to go to a 4-hour opera to get that. Next one. Flight delayed, and then cancelled. 12.5. Now, I've never flown personally, but I believe that this would suck more than 12.5. If you were on a flight and it was delayed and then cancelled, I think you'd be annoyed. My son went to Spain before and their flight was delayed for like 3 hours, and staying in a airport is no fun. You just mull around and spend money you don't have, or you just crash out and sleep. I think that should probably be a little bit higher, but you might beg to differ. Like I said, if you beg to differ on these and you think I'm different and this is different, comment down below with what you believe. I'd love to hear what you think. This is a bit of fun. Let's do some more. So, ooh. Taken hostage during bank robbery, 88. Now this could be a life or death situation. This is not fooling around. You get taken hostage, this is pretty bad. I've seen a pickpocketer before in my store many years ago when I worked, and we were told just to let them go and not to try and stop them. And I've also had a shoplifter before and we were told not to approach them, just to let them leave the store. A robbery at gunpoint can be dangerous. They can just shoot you even if you give them the money. So this is probably about right, maybe even a little higher. I'd be terrified. My partner's store was robbed maybe 6 months ago, just after they left. Thank God the store was robbed after they left. But that would have been a pretty scary situation had he have been there. So maybe that one is probably about right, maybe a little bit higher. We haven't got any of the really crazy ones yet, which I'm surprised because there are some in this box that are horrendous. Do we want them? Right, locked out of your house while naked, 33.5. So, depends how long you are locked out for. Are we talking 5 minutes, 5 hours? Are we talking well, maybe not 5 days, but could you live outside for that long and not be ashamed for the rest of your life if someone saw you naked, like your neighbor, your milkman, your postman? I think 33 is probably about right. Maybe a little higher, depending on, I suppose, if you're male or female, or maybe how old you are. If you're a child, it might be fine to be stuck outside naked. If you're an OAP, maybe not so much. This is a weird one. I've never been outside naked. I literally clothed head to toe constantly. More layers, the better. So, I'd hate that one. Definitely would hate that one. I think that's probably about right, maybe a little bit higher for me. Okay, let's keep going. Couple more. Okay, this one. Phone foils in toilet, 41.5. Oh my God. I don't have a phone at the minute, but if my phone fell in the loo, my heart would probably break. It's my contacts. Okay, I can contact people from my laptop, but I need to be mobile. You know, I need to check my Twitter feed on the train, or I need to check my feed on the bus. We need to keep in contact in this day and age. It's how the world gets on. But would it be that devastating? I mean, you can replace a phone. You didn't cut an arm off. You didn't die. It's just a phone. So maybe this is a little high. I would say maybe a bit lower would probably be better. I don't think this should be this high. It's only a phone. I mean, come on, people. You never heard of insurance? Right, let's get another one. A spider crawls into your ear. Now, this would freak me out. 34.5 out of 100. This, for me, would be more terrible because I have arachnophobia. I see a spider on the wall. I'm in a corner crying. I hate spiders. I'm getting better, though. I am getting better. 34.5 for me. This would probably be a little higher. it just makes my skin crawl to even think of it being on my person, let alone trying to get into my body. So this for me would probably be a little bit more terrifying. Like I said, if you beg to differ with any of these, comment down below. Tell me what you think it would be. And let's do another one. Smell like a fart for the rest of your life, 74.5. Now, girls presume that their farts smell of roses, so if I had to smell of roses for the rest of my life, it'd be fine. If I had to smell like a Saturday night curry, that some of my children and my partner let off sometimes, then no. Jeez, it'd probably kill me. 74.5 would probably be a bit higher. Hygiene to me is very important, like godlike. I wash my hands like a million times a day. I barely have no skin on them as it is. No, this would be probably about this high or slightly higher for me. I don't think this is a good thing. I don't know who could live like that, to be fair. But you know, each to their own. Let's do a couple more. So this one says, fall into septic tank 38. Now a septic tank, ooh, for me, that's hygiene. That would be bad. I would say at least 60 or 70, maybe even 80. It would be bad for me. 38 seems very low. I don't know who they're asking these to, but people, this is wrong. Hygiene. Basic hygiene. Falling into a septic tank. No. Not for me. Okay, let's do another one. Hope you're enjoying this. If you are, comment down below that you enjoyed this. Give me a big thumbs up as well. Seeing your father naked, 18. Now, you'd think this would be higher. But in this day and age, nudity is kind of... I suppose it's not taboo anymore. It's so everywhere. Newspapers, TV, movies. It's basically in your face. So if you just saw your dad walk out of the bedroom naked to the bathroom, would it shock you? I mean, probably not in this day and age, to be fair. If it was your granddad walking across, that might shock you a bit more. I don't know. I don't think people would be as shocked. So this is probably a bit right, or maybe a little bit low. But I think nowadays you're kind of numb to the whole naked taboo thing. It's not really a thing anymore. Okay, next one. Having gout in your foot. Now, I have a neighbour that's had gout in his foot, and he gets it every couple of months, and it swells up like a balloon, and it's really painful, and you can't walk, and 45.5 is probably about right. He's in a lot of pain when he has it. He has to sit for a couple of days and take the swelling out. And it does look really painful. Quite a few of the residents in the care home I worked in had gout as well. It's just from not being mobile and a lot of other contributing factors to it. But I've never had it myself to know. But I would say, judging by what I've seen of other people, this would be fairly bad. And I think this is probably about right. We'll do two more. So the next one is drinking a vomit milkshake. Oh, yes, the tables have turned. Look at this. 72. Drinking a vomit milkshake. Oh, I hate the idea of being sick in the first place, but drinking it once you've thrown up, I would say higher. 72 seems pretty low. I know it's not going to kill you. You'll probably throw up again, to be fair. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but just I think it's mentally the thought of it. You know, no, for me, this would be a no. Probably about this or a bit higher for me. And we'll do one more, and that will make 15. So one more. Let's get a good one. Oh, look at this one. Splinter in the genitals. Oh, 35. Now, for me, getting a splinter in a woman's genitals would probably be hard to do. A man, not so much. He could sit on a bench. wooden bench and probably get a splinter. Hence, you kind of sit on them anyway. A woman, you don't really sit on your genitals, to be fair. They're not really in that kind of place. So I don't know how a woman would get a splinter in her genitals. I think this would be more of a man's kind of scrotal sack, to be fair. And 35, I would assume it wouldn't be too painful. It would just be the initial pulling out of the splint and it would sting for a bit. I don't think it would be that painful. I would assume, having not got men's genitals myself, I would assume that would probably be about right. So this was just a bit of fun. If you enjoyed this video and you want to comment down below on any of these topics, and how bad you think each of them were, I would love to hear what you thought. I gave you my opinion. There are a lot worse in this pack. We got some of the more tame cards. I am going to do this again. I think I'm going to do another one. This was pretty fun. It's good to see people's pain thresholds, I think. And bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people. It's the way of the world, unfortunately. But this game is such a lot of fun. We spent many, many hours playing this game. But it is for 18 plus and it is for 2 or more players. It's an awesome card game. I bought it at Christmas and thinking it would be fun. I can't remember how much I bought it for. I think it was about around £20 when I bought it. It was fairly expensive, but it was a relatively new game out at the time. But we have done 15 cards. So I'm going to say goodbye. I hopefully haven't scarred you too much. Like I said, comment down below what you thought of each of these cards, whether you thought the situations were the same, higher or lower. I'd be interested on some of your opinions on some of these. If you want to see another video by me, give me a big thumbs up and comment down below that you really enjoyed this video. If you want to like and subscribe to me, feel free to click the notification bell because you'll want to see the next video of this. And I'll see you soon for another video. Take care and thanks for watching. And remember, shit can happen to anybody, not just you. Bye!